Good morning. My name is Karen. I am the book Libranaut. I read all types of books, and this year I've got my eye on a few good ones. Okay, let's talk releases for 2026. This is by no means a comprehensive list. These are just books that are coming out this year, published this year, that have caught my eye and I'm looking forward to them, and they're on my radar. I'm going to go in order. So, one that was just published on February 3rd is The Forest on the Edge of Time. First off, this cover, immaculate. It gives me Doctor Who library vibes. It's a very classic Who episode. There is just something about this because I am all about time. I love any books about time manipulation, time travel. I'm there. This is billed as a time travel climate fiction book. Again, I do like some climate fiction, so just a blend of those two is going to get me. This seems to be a story of two women who are sent either back in time or forward or something in order to save the world from ecological disaster. However, they both completely forget, they've got amnesia. However, when they dream, they meet up with each other and have communications. So, I don't know, it sounds so interesting. Kind of reminds me of How to Lose the Time War a little bit, but these two characters seem to be, instead of at odds with each other, more of a team. On February 17th, The Rain Seekers came out. I have no idea why this one just called to me, but it did. It's set on Mars, which maybe that's the thing that called to me. It's set on Mars. It's following someone who's launching out into space. They are described as a former addict and an influencer, a recovering influencer, and they are on their way to Mars with a team of people to witness the first rainfall on Mars. And it sounds like it's done in a series of interviews, maybe. If it's a whole book of interviews, I am game. A la World War Z. If we can combine that one with Kim Stanley Robinson's Mars, I love it. On March the 3rd, the 10th book of the Veronica Speedwell series is coming out. It's called A Ghastly Catastrophe. There is our main character, Veronica, who is a lady scientist who studies butterflies. And there is her love interest, Stoker, who is a taxidermist. And both of them scientifically love to figure things out. And they just so happened to find their way into the hands of a secret society. There are two men that are murdered, and they are able to link them to this secret society. And I don't know if they're going to infiltrate it or they're going to try and get invited to it. It reminds me a lot of the historical, very famous underground club, literal underground club, the Hellfire Club. It's just like, this is all the things, and it's called A Ghastly Catastrophe. So I'm thinking there's something like otherworldly, kind of supernatural going on, and this just sounds right up my alley. This is maybe reminding me a little bit of, this is like Lockwood and Co., but Victorian. I'm in for a ghost. On March the 24th, Seasons of Glass and Iron by Amal El-Motar. I loved This Is How You Lose a Time War. She is a Canadian writer, and this is a bind up of a series of her short stories. I do love short stories. There is a time and a place for them, and I think I find sometimes anthologies to not work for me. However, if it's a bind up of one author that I know I love, then I'm all in, and I can't wait to see what she does. On May the 5th, The Library After Dark. I read You Are Fatally Invited last year, and I really enjoyed it. Like, it had the tropes, but like kind of fresh and new. So I'm in for this one. This seems like it's a locked room kind of a murder mystery. And I can't figure out if the murder has already happened and our main character is dredging up those ghosts from the past and we're going to be revealed to it, or if there's actually a murder that happens when they're there. Our main character is a bookseller and she is, I don't know, dating this guy right now, and he gets her exclusive tickets to this very sought after library access. It sounds like it is a bit of an architectural marvel. I'm thinking it has little hidden libraries and stuff, kind of like The Name of the Rose, and maybe a little bit like The Heir to Blackwood Manor. There has been hints of hidden passageways. Anyway, they go to this library, they get locked, and it's a bunch of people together in that locked room trying to figure out what happened. This author has done some pretty fantastic stuff with some favorite tropes and then adding some new levels to it. So I've got my eye on that one. I'm not sure when it's coming out, but Everyone in This Bank is a Thief, the fourth book by Benjamin Stevenson. This is a series that is sort of a tongue-in-cheek take on the murder mystery genre. He is our narrator. He is from a family of ne'er-do-wells. They are all, in the first book, every single person in that family has murdered somebody. And this one seems to be like he goes to the bank and there's some kind of robbery that happens. And the tagline on the description is, "Not everything stolen from a bank is money." I really enjoy this fresh narrative style. I do listen to these ones on audiobooks, and I think that the New Zealand accent kind of helps a little bit with the telling of the story and the newness of it all. I've got my Libby app ready to notify me as soon as that one comes in. We are down to my two most anticipated published books this year. The first one being in August is A Trade of Blood. This is the third book in, I think this is called like the Leviathan something. It's a mystery fantasy series, which has been amazing. It is sort of Sherlock Holmes and Watson if Watson was a bit more intelligent. Okay, Watson is a doctor, and I get it, but like he's a bit of a duddy in the books. But in this book series, we have, I want to say it's Vin. I know it's not Vin. It's like Des or something. It's like a three-letter name. They're him and Anna, I think her name is, or Anna. She's the Sherlock character, and there were a lot of reveals about who she might be or might be related to. There's some sort of mystery around her that's slowly being revealed as the series goes on. There's some sort of a feud going on, and the problem is that if these two families get their way and something erupts, then the empire is in chaos. And that's sort of like vague enough for me because I do know that each of these, the previous two books, have been small murders with big political implications, and I'm quite enjoying how that's going. Also, let's like celebrate this cover. First off, the two color choices, the gray and the red, are like, amazing. And also the fungus. The fungus is so cool. So there's a bit of plant horror in this series, and it kind of adds this other level. My most anticipated book. Like, didn't realize it was coming up, and then suddenly somebody mentioned it, and I was like, wait, what? I have to hold on. Put down everything. Emily St. John Mandel is coming out with a new book, Exit Party. What? But I have to wait until September for this one? Oh my goodness, the world. So I was told that this is following a character from a previous book called Singer's Gun. I am currently listening to that book, and it's okay. It seems like it follows a character called Arya. She goes to this party. The world is ending or something. It feels like that in 2031, so near future. And then we flash forward in time, and Arya is experiencing some weird reality mesh where she doesn't actually know quite what happened. So it sounds like we're going to be revealed that slowly. Now my baby is crying, so I'm going to pop these other ones on the screen because I know I'm also anticipating them, but I haven't written them down. So I know Reliquary, and the Unicorn Hunters are on my radar. And then there's like 3 others that I'm gonna pop in there, and you can kind of look them up as you will. Those are my top books that are being published this year that I'm looking forward to. My name is Karen. I'm the Book Libronaut. I explore all types of books. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye. I have realized that I like Emily St. John Mandel after Station 11, so Station 11 and The Sea of Tranquility. But I don't like her stuff previous to The Glass Hotel. And the reason is the previous ones are ordinary people experiencing ordinary problems. That's fine. But the thing about Station 11 and Sea of Tranquility is that they are sort of near future issues. They are ordinary people experiencing extraordinary circumstances. And I like that almost more.